Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, yellow waiting. Check, 43. Double dog.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
From the 29, Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before. Field.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? Yellow lady. Let's go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game. And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Middle.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And he hits Drake.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
47's the alpha.
And now it's Rosen looking. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rosen to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
It's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check back 47. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Check 56. Hey, check. Hug. Go. 56. Nice, sweetheart.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rosen. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Breeze now to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 17, Rosen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Switch up.
From the 45 on second down, Rosen on the left side. This is Stills. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Drake. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's got Rome. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 10, Breeze. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, T.J. McDonald, getting in there to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Push him back.
Again, it's Breeze. Oh, nice move at midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Trying to run inside, but no gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Now Rosen looking to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 69 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Back at the 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking in end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's just a yard on that last run.
Hey, switch.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Sanders' kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Saints 9. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
95-56. It's a party now. It's a party now.
2nd and 5 now. Brees. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Brees. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. A little flare, flare. Hug, Monday. Hug. 47.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 11.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Ready. Yellow 80. 52's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Breeze now. And he's going to go down again. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watch the twist.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rosen will throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Brees to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brees. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a 1-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. That was second down run for Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably good.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line taking it in. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Rosen to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check right 47. Check right 47. Smooth. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. And it's getting it hard. 47's the mic.
Back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The Saints 15-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Get ready. We're waiting. I got you.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
180. Check tight. Alert. Check tight. 43's the mic.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant.
Get it, baby. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. 43. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man up.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now on first down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the toss, here's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
First down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Murray, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
43. Check, 43.
A On first down, Johnson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with fourth down and 1. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Well, they don't have any points on the scoreboard. Went for the fake. Maybe they feel like that'll jumpstart them a little bit.
You kind of get the sense that they thought they could come back to the field goal again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray taking it in. And the Cardinals are in for 6. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On second down, here's Murray. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Left side here, caught by Clay. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles Harris picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. Murray with a 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want is space. You've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run on first down. Drake, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. We begin to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Bravo. Let's get it together.
Rosen to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Demir Bird. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Time for a break. We've hit half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Murray now. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Let me what you got.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Mike. 180. Tackles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Peters in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. To throw is Rosen. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Johnson on the counter. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's Rosen. It got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rosen will throw. Going deep here for Stills. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 44 yards. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
3. Here we go, G.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 30 yards. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The big Tank Carradine with a sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, quarter. Hey, Echo.
Hey, get him, you got him. I got him, man, I got him. He's mine. 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 He's m
nobody's mind.
43 in the mic.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. On first and goal, Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 47. Watch the screen.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40. That's Isabella open on the right side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.